I remember her. That's the only time I've seen her. Oh, is she? I hope she knows it's not going to be as fast right now. So let him play on shirt. Not going? Yeah. I was like in the bottom.
Good afternoon. Championship fight. If you can, please stand. With your hats, and twos. And please join me in our national. Oh, Penticton, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
Rockets taking on Penticton here in the final. Lincoln gets the start again this afternoon. And its final start. Unfortunately, Yannick not able to go this afternoon. Emmett's line will start at Eli, Parker on D. There we go. Off the draw. Scramble draw. Emmett pushes it down into the Penticton zone. Penticton back for it. Cole on the forecheck along with that. Emmett. Emmett comes in front. BB. Fans on that. And it goes the other way. Emmett, BB though, on the back track. Knocks that away for a moment. And played into the zone. Skinner plays it in front. Eli takes that away. Eli plays it through the legs down the ice, and Penticton changes their lineup. Puck played back in. Emmett goes for a change. Mason comes out. Puck's far side. Hudson there, but puck taken away from him. And Penticton into the zone. Shot. Parker blocks that. Mason plays that around the boards for Ben. Ben didn't see it coming. Puck chipped down below the net. Parker on it. Gets up to Hudson. Hudson for Parker. Parker up for Mason. Mason with some room. Into the zone. That shot's blocked. Leaves that for Hudson. Hudson off the half wall. Had Carter leaves for June at the point. Shot. Deflected wide. Puck played down low. Held in by Rockets chipped out. June saw with it. As Mason gets a change. June, check. Rockets get a bit of a change in. Carter down low. Puck chipped up. Emmett holds the line. Walker around his man. Checked as he goes to shoot. And Penticton will ice that down the ice. Shots both ways here early on. Emmett out with Walker and Zane. Mason and Emmett will rotate in the middle. Off the draw. Emmett down low. He's checked. Zane holds. Walker back for it. Zane comes out of the corner. Leaves for Emmett. Walker fans on that. Shot, save, rebound. Zane on the rebound. Can't, stuck at home. Still loose. Zane off the back of the net. And that'll be covered up. A couple of good opportunities there. Zane and Walker with a couple of chances. Off the draw. Penticton controls. Skinner down the wing. In on cam. Shot. Pauly makes a save. Comes loose. Mason plays that up. Not out. Puck played to the far side. Skinner. Cam gets on that. Skinner down low. Lincoln gets over and cuts the door off. Around the wraparound. Cole chips that ahead. Has Ben with him. And Mason. Cole plays it in front. Eli holds the line. Switches with Mason. Eli down low. Around the net. Tries the wrap. And the Penticton goalie will cover that up. Couple of good saves by Lincoln there. And Rockets get a change here. Emmett comes out with Carter and Hudson. Puck played out down the ice. Eli on it. Goes behind the net, turns. Loses an edge in the corner. Emmett plays it up to Carter. Carter can't get it out. Now does. In the ref's feet here. Carter can't find it. Eli controls and plays that to an open wing. Carter on the forecheck. Hudson takes it away in front. Carter chips it just wide. It doesn't go. Comes to the point. Carter back for it. And that's played in. Parker behind the net. Goes in the middle for Mason, or Emmett. Off for Carter. Carter through center. Gains his own. And chips it down low. Hudson takes his man down in the corner. June steps up. Penticton plays that. Back behind the net. Puck comes up. Hudson plays that back in. Rockets get a change. Rockets on the forecheck. Zane on it. Puck played back around the net by Penticton. Puck up the wall. Walker on it. Comes to the point. Kyler tries to keep that in, and it's chipped out of play. It'll be inside the zone. Be down low. Scoreless through the first 4.5 minutes. Off the draw. Walker into the middle. Shot. Glove save. Good try. Walker couldn't get all of that. Mason on the draw again. In Mason's feet. Battling with Walker. Walker in front. Zane. Can't find it. Mason plays that down. Hits the ref's foot. And I'm Penticton will ice it down. A couple of good opportunities there. Have another drop. Penticton controls and gets past June. June stop. Back. Stops up. Plays it up for Emmett. Held in momentarily. Ben plays it up for Cole. Cole's got it. Leaves for Emmett. Into the zone. But he's checked as he comes across the line. Couldn't control it. Ben tries to check that. Cole and Ben digging for it. Comes loose for Skinner. In on Cam. Cam takes that away. Goes across ice for Ben. Ben into the zone. Stopped up there. He's checked. Rockets hold the line. Good job by Blake. Comes loose. Chips in the middle. Cole chips. And can't find that. Penticton comes up with it. And that's played down off of Blake's stick. Cam back for it. Cam up the middle. Comes to Carter, leaves for Hudson. Has Mason. That's offside. Penticton plays that far side, Blake. Plays that back down the ice, and that'll be an icing, or it should be an icing. Yeah. .13:54 left first period. Mason on the draw, wins that back for Parker. Parker around the net. Lays it up for Huddy. In the middle for Mason. Mason gains the lie. Carter offside. And Mason rips that as Mason rips it over the net. They're going to take Black out. Carter comes in and takes the draw. Carter ships that in. Lays it back for Eli. Eli. Hudson far side off of his stick into the zone. Hudson on the forecheck. Carter next. Takes that away. Into the middle for Mason. Or for Hudson. Eli. Fires it down low. Hudson. That's a good shot. No rebound. And at Walker, Zane come out. Off the draw. Puck comes loose. Zane in the slot. Check from behind. Zane goes and gets that puck back. Walker out of the corner. Has Emmett in front. Emmett can't find it. Comes to Parker. Parker off a shin pad. Emmett down low. There's Walker there. Walker digs that out. Tries to play that in front. Blocked. And comes for Skinner shot. I think blocks that away. Zane for Emmett. Loses the handle on that. Zane follows up though. Zane around his man. Into the corner. Walker down there helping out too. Penticton comes up with it. Off the ref's foot. Walker gets it in front. Mason out there now. Puck comes around. Puck far side. There's going to be no ice. Eli back for it. Plays it up the ball. Gets past the Penticton player. Mason picks it up. Plays it up for Ben. Lays it for Mason. Mason into the zone. He's checked there. Coley. Cole cuts to the middle. Has Ben with him. Ben can't find it. Now does. Loose. 11:56 left first period. Mason out there on the draw. Wins that back for June. June has some time. Puck up in the air. Mason hits that just wide. Cole around his man. Then he's checked off the boards. Then holds. Tries to find Mason in front. Coley on it. Comes to Mason. Mason shoots. Ben off the side. Cole. Another save. I just need to get some shots upstairs here. Emmett on the draw. Cross for Huddy. It's blocked. Tyler, tipped off the post by Carter. Emmett down low. Rockets battling here. Puck comes out. Tyler. Rockets got to keep going here. Tyler behind the net. Tries to play that around. It's intercepted. Comes up the boards for Hudson. Hudson with some time. Plays it through the middle for Emmett. Off of his skate. June saw loses the handle. Up for Emmett. Around Emmett. Into the zone. June. Puck played off the net. Off of and Mason or Emmett picks it up. Emmett through the middle. Emmett goes wide. He's checked and goes for a change. Mason back out. And Penticton plays it up the boards. Mason goes back for it. Plays it up for Carter. Carter chips it past him. That won't be enough for ice. Played around. Penticton out of the zone. Zane off the bench. Good job by Zane to cut that off. Blake plays it around for Camp. Walker has it. Plays it in the middle. Mason picks that up. Mason in over the line. Off the post and in. Scores off the post, off the back and in. Mason makes it 1-0. 9:49 left in the first. Rockets finally break the seal. And take the early lead. Mason wins that back to Eli. Eli has time. Plays it up the middle. Walker to Zane. Zane into the zone. He's checked there. Drags it into the corner. Mason down low too. Mason on it. Penticton comes up with it. Walker holds the line momentarily. Comes to Parker. Parker regroups. Spins away from his man. Plays it over for Mason. Mason's got Walker with him. Mason in, slap shot off the shin pad. Plays it back to the point. Eli holds momentarily. Mason comes back and takes that away. Rockets back into the zone. Ben up the boards. Emmett. Walker tries to play that for Emmett. He's checked and goes for a change. June plays that for Ben into the zone. Ben holds the line. Down for Emmett. Emmett checked. And Penticton breaks that out. Kyler steps up. Off the boards and back into Penticton's area. Cole, off of Cole and into the stands. That'll be a face-off just outside the Penticton line. 1-0. Rockets with the lead. 8:32 left first period. Scramble draw. Ben gets it, fires it in on net, bounces off. Penticton's D down low. Puck comes around. And Cole gets there, takes that away. Cole down for Ben. Ben tries a sharp angle shot. Ooh, quick whistle. Emmett on the draw. Played into the corner by Penticton. Comes up the boards. Ben there. Kyler plays it back. But Penticton picks it up through the neutral zone. Penticton in. Shot, Link with a nice save. Kicks that out. Rockets are going to go to the be shorthanded here on the body check as Ben will go to the box. Carter and Hudson come out to start this kill. Blake and Cam on D. 7:53 left in the first. Looks like Hudson will take the draw. Hudson wins that back to Blake. Blake around the net. Plays it up for Carter. Gets to the point, not out. Puck comes to the point. Shot. Off of Blake and in. Rockets take a penalty. That was Junsa with the penalty. And Penticton. Off the point, shot deflected past Holly. 1-1. Mason comes back out. Zane and Walker. Off the draw. Puck loose. Comes for Blake. Blake gets it and fires it in on the icing.
Come on, two.
Face off. Mason wins that to Parker. Parker on the board. Comes to the line and out. And Penticton plays that back in. Link leaves for Eli. Eli to Zane. Not out. Lincoln leaves that for Parker. Parker up the boards to Walker. Walker tries to chip that to Mason. That's played back in. Parker goes for a skate into the zone. Around his D-man. In front. Walker can't find it. Eli back. Up the boards. Walker can't find that. Zinner back for it. Eli. Up the middle. Walker off of his skate into the zone. Goes wide. Walker there first. Walker plays it in front. Mason wasn't there. And Penticton breaks it out. Far side. Chip past Kyler. Kyler back. Bodied off the puck. Mason plays that. Up for June. June spins. Goes back. For Ben. Goes far side. Kyler up the middle. Give away. And goes off the far side of the post. Ben down low, June. June spins his way around. Pokes it up. Comes to the middle. Skinner, shot. Blocked. Kyler. Emmett bats that down. Hits Ben skate, not out of the zone. Shot. Lincoln will cover that and hang on. Rockets all kinds of problems in their own end here. 1-1, 5:53 left in the first. Mason wins the draw back for Cam. Cam off of a skate. Blake there. Holly's got it against the post. Holly holds his post. Off the draw, Penticton controls. Shot well wide. Puck comes to the far wall. Down behind the net. In front. Hudson comes over, picks that up. Hudson with some room, skates down the wing. Huds still got time. Plays it back down low. Based on that, Eli steps up. Plays it in the middle. Carter can't find it. Huddy can't find it either. Comes to the point. Parker holds down low for Hudson. And now rings around the boards. Puck in the middle. Skinner down the wall. Parker there. Takes that away. Good job by Parker. Mason comes and takes that away. Mason up for Hudson. Hudson for Carter. Carter tries to chip past his man into the zone, and Penticton plays it back the other way. Down low. Eli pinches his man against the boards. Puck in front. Emmett pushes that to the side. Eli. Check behind the net. Walker out of the zone. Tries to play that for Carter, but nobody there. Penticton will play that back in. On the forecheck. They get there first. Eli. Emmett. Plays that around. Emmett. Up the boards for Walker. Walker with it. Doesn't get it out. Let's go! Up for Zane. Zane checked. Walker finds that. Tries to play it up for Zane. That's taken back the other way. And here we go. Walker tries to play that for Mason. That's intercepted. Walker blocks that though. Walker down the wing. Walker pressured off the puck there. Loses it. And Penticton breaks that back out. Tyler holds the line for momentary. June. Chips. Mason. Puck played back behind Walker. June holds up his man. Here goes Walker and Zane. Zane loses the handle. Past Walker. Doesn't have a stick on the ice. Puck played up. June steps up into the zone. Up the boards. June holds the line momentarily. Now it comes out. Kyler plays that back up. And Ben knocks it down low. Puck played by the Penticton goalie down low. Hole on the forecheck. Played in the middle. Emmett plays it in the middle. Oh, Ben couldn't quite find it. 2. Cam. Check there. Good stop by. Goes cross ice. Full. Can't pick that up. Skinner plays that to the far wing. Ben picks that up. Ben, check there. And Paulie blows that down. Leaves that for Blake. Blake tries to go back behind. Cam knocks that loose. Paulie knocks that to Cole. Cole out of the zone. Cole chips it around his man. He's got Ben with him. Cole misfires. Grabs the stick. Mason on the forecheck. And Penticton breaks it out. Puck played. Eli cuts that off. Goes for Carter, and that'll be icing with 57 seconds left. In the first 1-1 game, Rockets need to get some composure back. Sloppy last 5 minutes after a dominant first 15. Penticton with some momentum after the power play goal. Off the draw. Penticton controls. Eli down low. Puck played off the side of that. Parker clears that away. Hudson overskates it. Gets it back momentarily. Pushed off the puck. Parker for Mason. 35 seconds left. Carter off of his stick. And played back in. Parker. Up for Carter. Carter. Still with it. Carter into the zone. Leaves for Hudson. Hudson. Down for Carter. Back for Hudson. Hudson down low. Carter. For Parker. Parker plays it to the middle. Nobody there. Eli. Overskates Mason. Just missing the net right at the butter. Sorry. Rockets with a solid first period. A little scrambly there for a few minutes. I'm out with Zane and Walker to start the second. Off the draw. Puck tied up. Zane comes up with it. He's checked. Zane now into the zone. Zane down low. Walker cuts that off. Emmett. Emmett into the middle. That's cut off. Walker takes that away. Lays that down in on net. Off the draw. Emmett controls back to June. June. Shot blocked. Emmett comes out the other way. Shot well wide. June on it. Far side off of Walker skates. Can't find it. And back the other way. Skinner. In on Kyler. Skinner in. Nice play there. Zane, backhand. Doesn't get out of the zone. Mason. Is it to the line? Not out. Zane there. Skinner into the middle. Puck played around. Walker gets a piece of that and knock it out. Penticton back for it. And plays it back in. Kyler. Is it up? Walker takes that. Nice play for Ben. He's checked. Penticton plays it down low. Rockets get a change. Tyler's pass blocked for Ben. Ben for Mason into the zone. Mason down low. As Ben. Ben. Just wide. Back in for Ben. Backhand. Had more time than he thought. Off the draw. Coley comes up with that puck. Up for Ben. Ben for Blake. Blake. Shot. Tipped just wide by Cole. Cole. Can't play it down low. Puck played around. Ben. Can't hold. Puck comes to Blake. And played down by Penticton. That won't be enough for icing. Cam back for it. Cam. Bands on that pass. And that one's blocked. Cole chips it into the zone. Penticton plays it back out. Cam. Check there. Puck played down. No ice. Hudson there. Hudson. That's Mason. Can't get a shot off. And that's played down the ice. That won't be enough for icing again. Eli back for it. Eli up for Carter. Leaves for Emmett, but that's played to the far wing. Eli or Parker steps up. And chips in. Eli around the boards, nobody there other than Skinner. Carter uses that battle. Up to the side of the net. Parker plays that off the glass. Not out. Parker gets it up for Carter. Chipped in the middle. Hudson picks that up. He's poke checked away. Emmett has to chip it past his man. Hudson, shot, glove down, no rebound. Keep going. Off the draw. Zane down low. He's checked, comes to Mason. Mason in the middle. Comes to the side of the net and covered up. Mason wins that back for June. June plays that down low. Walker stumbles on the way there. Tyler steps up, but chip past him. Zane on the backtrack. Shot in on Pauly. Pauly leaves in the corner for Zane. Zane checked behind the net. McKinney out front. Still with it. Chipped in on Pauly. Pauly now has it. And then Cole and Ben come out. 15:46 left here in the second. Puck comes out. Cole picks that up. Cole check there. Taken down. No call. Oh, they're going to call it. Cole's going to draw a hooking penalty or a trip. Rockets go to the power play here with 15:30 left. Emmett stays out with Cole and Ben. Off the draw. And then Cole, just wide. Foley couldn't quite find it. Cole down low. Emmett was far side for June. June plays it down low for Ben. He's checked there. Cole back for Ben. Gloves that down. Ben hammered into the boards. Emmett. Ben's gonna go 2. They're gonna take them both. Rockets would have had a 2-man advantage, but Ben takes his player down. Rockets still in the power play here. Hudson comes out. Mason on the draw. It's to Hudson. Blake. Back to Hudson. Hudson. Lays it down for Mason behind the net. I'm off the side of the net. Cole. Mason. Hudson. Shot. Weekly on net. Off the draw. Huds to Blake. Blake mishandles. And then gives it away. Who gets it back? Played in. Parker or Cam back for it. Through the middle. Mason's checked. Blake up the boards to Cole. Cole had Mason. Cole pinched off the boards. Foley goes down. Mason gets there. Parker can't hold the line. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Parker for Eli. Eli up for Hudson. Past him and back down on Pauly. Pauly pokes that away from Skinner. Eli has some room to skate. Through the middle. Eli in. That's the D. Oh, Mason knocks that in. Almost wasn't paying attention. $12 seconds left in the power play. Off the draw. And get the controls. Up off the glass. Parker knocks that down. That's the middle. That's a real shot. Carter almost tips that. 1 second left in the penalty. Off the draw. Plays to Eli. Eli plays that into the open corner. Even strength now. Mason behind the net. Carter didn't see that. Puck played around. Hits the ref's foot. To Eli. Eli shot off the knob of the goalie stick and just wide. Hudson. Down low. Puck comes out. Parker holds into the middle and gets chipped out. Eli up for Carter into the zone and Penticton back with it. Penticton plays it up the wall. June there comes to Parker. Parker, Hudson into the zone. Hudson shot. Blocker save. Carter picks that up. Tries to go back to Hudson. Mishandles that. Hudson though. on that. It's to Mason. Mason for Hudson. Plays it back to Kyler. Kyler walks to the middle. Shot. Just wide. Mason scores off the end wall. And Mason with his second. Makes it 2-1 Rockets with 12:21 left here in the second. Emmett, Walker, and Zane come out. Rockets 3 gain their 1-goal lead. Emmett on the drop. Puck comes loose. Walker has it. Gets it into the zone. Penticton plays that down low. Puck played around. Walker there. Emmett takes that away. Emmett down low. Plays for Walker. He's checked. Skinner down the wing. Tyler, nice job there. Walker picks that up. Plays it off the wall for Emmett. Emmett around his man. He's pushed off the puck. Walker there. Zane. His shot doesn't make it through. Now Zane goes and gets it back. Puck fired around for Skinner. Skinner down the wall. Has a step on Cam. Cam, nice play. Although both of them go down. Late call. And Cam gets a tripping penalty. Got the puck first. Cole and Mason out. Eli, Parker. 11:29 left here in the second. Mason wins that back. Parker. Up the wall. Cole. Doesn't get it out. But forces Yatby out of the zone. Yatby into the boards. Eli takes him down. Eli stops up. Check there. Skinner comes out of the corner. Eli. Puck poked away from him again. Eli in the corner. Battling hard. Lincoln stops that. Eli knocks that to the corner. Skinner to the top of the circle. Shot. Link kicks that to the side. Penticton. Skinner below the net. Comes up the boards. To the point. Shot. Lincoln stops that. Eli off a shin pad. And Skinner picks it back up again. Eli. Good battle here by Eli. Taking on 3 Penticton players. Eli tripped. .10:01 left here in the second. Rockets still short-handed for 32 seconds. On Cam's minor. Emmett and Ben come out. June and Kyler on D. Good kill by that group. Just gonna get out of the zone. Ben has it. Plays it up for Emmett down the ice. Emmett on the forecheck. And Penticton plays that around. Puck played up. Penticton picks it up through the neutral zone. Tyler cuts that off though and fires it back down. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Cam. Tyler turns back. Leaves for June. June spins. Gets it up to Emmett. Emmett. Cam wasn't paying attention. He was headed to the box. He would have been on the route to a breakaway. Rockets getting a change in here. They did it into the zone. Tip, Lincoln bounce that down. Lincoln hit hard there at the end. Rockets with a 2-1 lead in the second. 9-10 left here in the second. By the looks of it, they're not going to give a penalty. Looks like no penalty. (9:10) left here in the second. No penalty at the end of the period. Or at the end of the break, sorry, not the period. Emmett's line out to start. Blake and Cam on D. Emmett wins that back. Blake falls, but gets it over to Ben. Ben has some time. Lays it up for Cole. Cole into the zone. He's checked. Emmett jumps over him. Rockets falling everywhere here. Puck played around. Skinner. Skinner tips that up past Cam. Down the ice. Cam. Fans on that. First attempt. Coley gets it out. And Cam has it. Plays it over for Ben. Ben knocks that back into the zone. And then he's checked. Blake. Good play there. Knocks that down low. Emmett plays it up for Ben. Ben gets it in for Cole. Cole down low. Pushes it past to himself. Cole tries to play that in front at the end of his shift. Mason. It's a piece of that. Parker unloads the clapper. And that goes to the side. Carter. Over to Hudson. Hudson misses that one-timer. Puck played up Parker. Plays that back down low. Emmett on it. Penticton plays that back to himself. Parker. To Skinner there. Puck comes out. Eli. Eli. Plays that in the middle. Plays it up. Get back! Puck off the end boards. Parker knocks that to the corner. In front, nobody there. Puck playing around. Carter picks that up. Across the middle. Won't have enough for icing. Hudson on it though. Hudson takes that away. Good skate by Hudson. Rockets in the middle of a change. Puck comes around. Mason can't find it. Pokes that away. Hudson holds the line. Hudson for Kyler. Kyler plays that down, but not deep. Penticton breaks that back out of the zone. Kyler gets stick though, knocks that loose. Has it again. Kyler plays it up. Hudson. Hudson with it. Has some time. Up to Mason. Gets a piece into the zone. Zane on it. Zane keeps it down low. Walker off the bench. Puck played across. Penticton dumps it in. Around the boards. Tyler tips it up for Walker. Walker tries to hit Mason. Behind him. Mason on it. It's Zane. Zane's got, had Mason in front. Mason on it. Walker keeps that in momentarily. Comes to the point. Cam does hold. Down for Walker. Walker off of his stick. Just to chip that to the middle. Doesn't get there. Walker down low. Ball's down. Ben out of the corner. Mason, I'm in front. Ben. And a couple of chances there. Doesn't go. Emmett, let's push that through. Cole gets there first. Emmett. Let's play that back down low. That's the point. Blake holds. Momentarily, Ben. Still battling. Now comes out to Blake. Blake, far side for Cole. Takes it off his skate. Has Emmett with him. Drops for Emmett. It's a little bit too far behind him. And that's played over. Puck comes to the middle. Parker steps up, takes that away. Into the zone. Parker. Shot. Glove down. Mason, Carter, Hudson come out. 5:16 left here in the second. Off the drop and Penticton controls. Plays it around the net. And plays it up. Puck chip past Eli. Into the middle. Shot wide. Off the side of the net. Chipped. Link saves that and covers up. Penticton with a couple chances there. Mason on the drop. Puck comes to the point. Down low. Played around by Penticton. To the side of the net. Link's got that in front. Carter back to get that out. Carter can't get it out. Mason chips that past his man. He's got some room. Got Carter with him. Carter running some interference. Carter Hudson or Mason shot. Puck off the ref's feet. Puck bounces over top of Parker's stick. Eli back for it. Eli plays that to an open wing. Parker on it. Plays that to another open wing. Eli battling. Comes out of the zone. Played back in by Penticton. Plays it over for Parker. Parker with some room. Through center. Parker runs wide. Down low. Stops up. Tries to play that in front. And puck comes around. And comes out to Parker. Parker over Hudson. Hudson tries to chip that for Carter. And they'll get a change. Puck played past or to June. June knocks that down. Emmett. Zane under the box. E taken down. Huds. Down for Emmett. Emmett. Hudson. Can't find it. June. Tyler. Far side. Tyler still down low. What's it? Walker. Off the post. Scramble. Doesn't go. Back to June at the point. That's blocked. Emmett plays that back for June. Mason. Tyler. Blocked in front. Chip past. Tyler back there for it though. Comes to Zane. Walker all over him. June poking that away. June picks it up. He's checked. Plays it up for Zane. Zane tries to play that Emmett. That's intercepted. Zane. Around his man. Checked. Just stick on that. Mason in there now. Walker tries to get that to Mason. Puck played back down low. Just out of Walker's reach. Penticton to the point. And Skinner chips that down the ice. That'll be an icing with minute 40 left in the second. Rockets with a 2-1 lead. Off the draw. Ben pushes that in the corner. Puck played around. Back the other way. Puck comes back. Chipped out past Cam. Cam on it. Cam checked. Blake back for it. Comes around to Cole. Cole not there. In front. Comes for Ben. Ben has Coley through the middle. Coley in. Does that. Mason checked. Last minute Ben. Ben tries to go across ice. And Penticton gets that and dumps it down the ice. That will have just enough for icing. Coley tries the one hand.
Hey, go, Cole! Keep going, boys. Keep going.
And Mason checked as he's going in the net. 58 seconds left here in the second. Rockets up 2-1. Mason in to take the draw. Out there with Ben and Cole. Parker Eli on D. Off the draw. Penticton controls. Ben plays it to Eli. Eli plays that into an empty corner off the deflection. Mason down low. Back to Eli. That can't control that out of the zone. Eli plays that up. Eli up another skate. Parker. Poke checked. Parker spins away from that. Plays it up for Cole. Mason. Mason got some room through the middle. He's checked. Puck comes out. Parker knocks that down. Has to play that in the middle. Just wide. 20 seconds left in the period. Ben down low for Mason. Puck played around. Eli knocks that down in the zone. Ben. 10 seconds left. Comes to Cole. Cole shot tipped just wide by Mason, and that'll do it for the second period. Rockets with a 2-1 lead into the third. Tyler shot just wide. Carter misses that. June knocks it down low. Carter on the forecheck. Plays that again behind the net. Hudson. Emmett. Let's go back to June. June holds the line. June's still with it. He's checked. Pinched off the boards. Not going to be a call. Carter comes up with that. Carter down low. That's a wrap. Emmett not there. Kyler shot. Hudson off the side. Oh, this line buzzing all around. Carter tries to play that for Emmett. Comes to June. June keeps that in momentarily. June cuts that off and comes back with it. June hooked there 3 times. Emmett takes his man down. Carter chips that to the line, not out. Tyler with it. Plays it up for past Hudson for an icing, and that'll be face off to Lincoln's left. Mason out there with Walker and Cam, or Walker and Zane. Cam, Blake on D. Penticton controls to the point. Walker has Zane. Walker gets up to Zane. Zane in over the line. He's checked. Set down low into Walker. Can't quite jam that one home. On the back track. Walker with it. Checked. Cam. Blake. Up for Zane. To the line. Just inside. Penticton chips that back out. Cam. For Mason. Mason in. Puts it down low for Zane. Zane. Uses his body off of his man. Chip past Blake at the point. Cam back for it. Cam to Walker. He's checked. Zane, Walker. Can't find it. Back the other way. Puck chip to the corner. Walker goes for a change. Emmett back for it. Emmett tries to go up the middle for Cole. That's intercepted. Blake for Piper. Gets it up to Cole. Cole in. Has Emmett coming. And Parker late. Off of Parker's stick. Plays it down for Ben. Ben into the middle. That's deflected over the net. Cole. Good forecheck there. And Penticton plays it up to the line. Eli backed off. And puck played in. Parker back for it. Pass Cole. Cole has it and chips that out. Ben coming. Eli chips it around his man. And Penticton picks that up and dumps it in. Goes off of Eli's stick. Shot. Lincoln knocks that to the corner. Penticton. Down low. Comes for Skinner. Skinner tries to shoot that. That's wide. Eli down low. Puck to Skinner. And Parker comes out with it. Skinner takes that away. Eli chips that for Cole. Got three. Ben for Cole. Cole to the middle. Shot. Chip down low to Ben. Ben, it's June. Back down for Ben. Mason, ooh, just misfired on that one. Puck chip to the point. Kyler holds. Cole. Around his man. Still with it. Coley. Just wide. And Penticton will ice that down the ice with 15:22 left in this third period. Mason on the drop. Penticton controls. And break it out. Penticton in. Tyler. Good job there. Pitch to the middle. Ooh, just wide. Stick there by June. June picks that up. Spins away. Plays that back for Kyler. Hudson. Wins that battle. Huddy. Plays it up for Mason. Mason into the zone. Mason through his player. Hudson on the back track. Bodies his player off the puck. Hudson picks that up. Down low. Around the net. Hudson gets it to Carter. Carter. Let's play that Mason. Comes to Cam. Cam misfires on that. Second shot gets down to the net. Not on it though. And the kicker brings it back. Cam down low. Gets the puck, plays it around for Hudson. Hudson knocks that down. He's checked out. Blake there now for Cam. Cam plays that back up. Carter there. Carter plays that around to his open wing. And Penticton at the point. Shot, tip. And Lincoln covers that. 14 minutes left in the third. Rockets clinging to a 1-goal lead. Walker Zane out there with Emmett. Off the draw. Parker controls, rims that around. Walker. Pinch there. Gets it out of the zone. Comes to the side of the net. Nobody wants it. Parker plays it up the wall. Emmett. Gets it out. Zane kicks that up. Zane's still on it. Zane into the zone. Walker finds it. Shot and just wide. Zane can't get it back in front. Walker. To Devitt. Shot. Eli, nice job to hold the line. Shot wide. Walker has to play that back in front. In front, Emmett. Oh, and just misses the high side. A couple opportunities there. 13:07 left here in the second, or the third, sorry. Ben holds the line. Cole plays that down behind the net. Cole. Puck played up to Skinner. Skinner down the wall. Parker there. Parker does a nice job holding him up. In the middle. And Penticton scores as Eli doesn't pick up the man in front. Penticton makes it 2-2 with 12:44 left. A couple missed opportunities there. And Penticton reties the game. Mason on the dot, wins that back for June. June mishandles. Penticton in. And no call there. Skinner picks that up. Penticton with some momentum again here. June picks that up. Has some room. June mishandles at the ball and plays it in. Cole knocks that down. Cole still on it. There's a play in front. Play to the side. Mason. Tries to play it for Tyler. Puck played out. Mason. Link. Skinner plays that around the wall. Want the puck, Rockets. Puck up the middle. Cole. Rockets get a change here. Ben gets a stick on that, but Penticton still has it. Penticton through the middle, into the zone. Middle rink wide. Up for Hudson. Hudson takes his time. Plays it for Mason. Or Emmett, sorry. Blake knocks that down. Penticton controls out of the fray. That'll be offside on Penticton. August need a whistle. Settle down here. Emmett on the draw. Carter chips that past his man. Penticton. In front. It's stick by the Penticton goaltender, knocks that down. Emmett on the drop. Penticton breaks it out. And down the ice. Penticton chips it down. Down back for it. Foul behind the net. Reverses. Emmett for Hudson. Off of his stick. And down the ice. Penticton back for it. Carter knocks that loose. And Penticton happy to just dump it down. Down back for it. Lays it up for Carter. Walker. Mason. Mason with some speed. Down low. Check there. Walker can't find it. Comes off the side of the net in front. Penticton controls. Puck to the point. Skinner fans on that. And Zane breaks it in. Zane down low. Falls. Mason there and take that away. Lays it down for Zane. In front. Walker can't find it. Mason. Yeah! No way! They're going to say no goal.
Come on, guys.
Rockets robbed him another goal. Walker in. And that's glove down.
Good shift, Rockets. Don't worry about it. Get it back. Keep going. Keep going, guys. Keep positive.
Off the drop. Emmett knocks that down low. Emmett for Ben. Ben. Plays it around. Parker. Mr. Emmett. Emmett. Shot. Deflected over the net. Oh, bounces past Cole. Emmett, nope. Picks that up. Plays that back for Eli. Dogs reset. That's not a good pass. Parker steps up. Parker into the zone. Plays it down behind the net. Ben there. Parker in front. Was just wide. Down for Ben. In front. Parker can't find. Chip to the side. Cole down low. He's checked. But gets it back to Emmett. Emmett for Ben. Ben for Eli. Eli shot. Blocked. And Penticton will play that down the ice. That's going to be on net, though. Eli. All right, Parker for Eli. Chipped by Cole. Parker. Into the zone. Parker wide. I see a bit of a change. Hudson. And Penticton dumps that in. June saw with some time. Oh, puck stops up behind the net. June up for Hudson. Hudson plays it for Mason. That bounces over his stick. And Penticton dumps it back in. Rockets want the puck. Puck comes around Hudson. Bounces on that first pass to Mason. Mason plays it for Carter, and that's just out of his reach. Penticton plays that back out. Tyler goes rinked wide for Mason. That comes loose to him. Mason's got some space. That's chipped over the net. Hudson knocks that down low. Mason on the backtrack. Carter holds the line. Carter has some room. Plays that down low. Hudson. Back to Kyler. Kyler. Shot. Block. Mason scores! Mason with the Hattie again. Makes it 3-2 with 7:29 left. Mason robbed the one of last shift. Rockets regain the lead. Mason with all three so far. As Mason finds that loose puck and buries it. Off the draw. Emmett taken down, or Emmett takes down his man. Emmett into the zone. Got Walker going to that. That's played high and wide. Tyler jumps up, but that's past him. Skinner down the wall. Shot. Blake knocks that to the side. Zane over. Can't find it. Tyler knocks it back to the point. Zane can't find it. Puck played to the side for June. Emmett pokes that free. June saw up to Walker. Walker to Zane. Zane into the zone. Shot. Walker. Walker can't get there. Zane though. Mason. Down low. Back to Blake. Blake. Well wide. Zane taken down. Comes to Cam to Blake. And Blake plays that in. Mason on it. Puck comes around. Walker gets there first. But Skinner gets it out of the zone. 2-on-2 back the other way. Mason back goal takes that away. And played up for Ben. Ben has Coley. Cole with some room. He's checked. Still on it though. Off of Mason's skate. Back in the middle. Just out of reach of Ben. Eli. Plays that around. Just out of Ben's reach in front. Cam knocks that down. Up for Cole. Bouncing puck. Gets a loose. Mason with him. Got two of them. 2 and 3 with him. Mason. Shot. Rebound. Scores! Yeah! They're going to count it. That's 4. They're going to count that. That's a lucky one for the Rockets. That'll make it 4-3, 4-2. Mason, all 4. 5:35 left. A break for the Rockets after the first one was called back. They haven't put the 4 on the board yet. It will count. That'll make it 4-2 Rockets. 5:35 left. Eli up for Carter. That's out of his reach. Played back in. Carter, or Hudson, misses that. Emmett pushed off the puck. Carter back for it. Takes that away. Chips it past his man. Puck played in. Hudson. Check there. Emmett over skates. Hudson has it now. Hudson in. Hudson into the zone. He's checked. Emmett there. Emmett down low. Checked off the puck there. Penticton plays it up the middle. Nice play by Eli. Dumps that back into the zone, and the Rocks will get a change. Penticton plays that around. Puck blocked. Walker can't find it though. Tyler around his net. Plays it around for Mason. Mason ships it. Not out. You're back! That's offside. 4:11 left here in the third. Puck comes loose, Zane. Dumps it into the zone. And Zane goes after it. Zane, yes, there goes hard in the end boards. Walker, Mason, shot, saved. Zane is going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty. Zane takes a bad penalty with 3:57 left. Emmett, June, and Kyler out with Cole. Emmett off the draw. Laid down low. June has some time. June around. Plays up the wall. Cole gets it to the line and out. Cole down the ice. Cole by himself. Pulls it in the middle. Still with it. Coley. Still playing it down low. Cole. Puck played up to Skinner. Shot link, gloves that down and holds on. Coley with some great work down low. Timeout, Penticton. Rockets 4-2 lead here. Minute 26 left in the penalty. .322 left here in the third. Rockets clinging to their 4-2 lead here. Mason and Ben come out. June and Kyler on D. Off the draw comes to June. June plays that out. Mason plays that down the ice, not all the way. Penticton's pulled their goalie. Penticton gains his own. Shot, Lincoln knocks that out. Tyler plays it off the glass and down the ice. Mason in a race for it. Rockets get a change on the D. Penticton flips it in. 2:50 left, 50 seconds left in the penalty. Parker plays it up for Mason. Mason over the blue line. Plays it over for Ben. Ben's got some time. Ben scores the empty netter to make it 5-2. Short-handed. Rockets take the 5-2 lead. Still 43 seconds left in Zane's penalty. 2:39 left in the third. Mason is factored in on all 5 goals. He's scored 5 or 4. Ben seals it with the empty netter here. Still time left on the clock though. Rockets need to go. Off the draw. Emmett plays that back for Eli. Eli plays that back up. Penticton turns it back up and gains his own. Eli rims that around for Ben. Chip past him by Penticton and out of the zone. And Penticton drops that back in. 20 seconds left in Zane's penalty. To the line, Parker not out. Shot, Lincoln gloves that down. 2:13 left. 16 seconds.
Let's go, Rockets!
Carter comes out. Hammond on the drop. Carter controls. And plays it down the ice. That'll be an icing. That's all right. Well, I'm going to say no icing because shorthanded. Sorry. Hammond on the forecheck takes his man down. Hammond takes the puck away. Leaves it for Carter. Carter. Shot blocked. Comes the other way. Puck into the middle. Eli. Puts it up. And down the ice again. Not enough for icing though. Penticton goes back. Penticton plays it up the wall. Carter. Plays that back in. Blake, with some time, dumps it in. Minute 20 left. Puck comes out. Carter. Camp. Fans on that. And now gets it back down. Rockets getting a change. Into the middle. Penticton gains his own. To the middle. Hudson plays that up. Walker picks that up. And doesn't get it deep though. Hudson. Blake. Cam. Holy, you guys. Cam fires that around. Penticton holds. Now I have two guys on the same side. Cam spins behind the net. Hudson, 30 seconds left. Mason, Hudson. First by Cam. Still battling. Shot wide. Blake has it. Is it to the line? Not out. Or Walker was going there. Paulie hits that to the side. Nice play by Blake to keep that off the side. And puck played wide. 10 seconds left. In front. 5 seconds left. Walker fires that down the ice, and that'll do it. Rockets, playoff champions. They'll head to provincials in a couple of weeks. Mason the hero. Link. Paulie with 2 wins today. Hard battle between these two teams again. And the Rockets pull it out. Penticton put up a fight right till the end. Boys! Anyway, hey? Yanni didn't get to play today. Yeah. No, stay off the ice. Hi, boy, Blake. Hi, boy, June. Got 2 banners. Evie taking it. Seal with the empty netter. Walker. Kai. Cam. Zane. Park had a great game. Tanev got us here. And Lincoln sealed it for us. Cam. Oh, there it is. We're back. Sorry, sir.
Go,
Both banners. Boys, get in here. Am I allowed to come into the picture?
Fucking right.
How boy Zegs, hey? How boy? How boy Mace? Hey, great game, buddy.
It's so hot on that.
Hey, buddy. Against the wall, boys. Hey. Hey, you. Here. Hey, out of the way. I'll sneak over in the back.
The song gets me every time.
Woo! That'll do it. Tier 1 did win, June. They did win. 4-3. Nope. Regulation. That'll do it. We'll see you in Vancouver.